Hey, morning.
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 Everybody have a good weekend?
Yep.
Yeah. You guys, no, it's good. Too short, but it's okay. Seems the way it goes sometimes. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Run through stand up, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, I was working mainly in comments, pull requests. Now I am taking care of the downsample one. Last week I was talking with Sebastian about how to deal with all the comments that his side was raising. But we agreed that we need to start to create a new test end-to-end to make sure we are covering, let's say, all the new method or the new feature. Well, I am working on that right now, creating the test, downloading the files that now we need while they are available. So I am in this process right now. Then I need to take care of other comments in other push requests as well. That would be my day. That's it for me.
Okay, for me it was pull request reviews. Now I am working on that minted thing that is not able to grab that envelope. On dev, I can see there's an extra white space on the SKU at the end, but that's not happening in live. So in live we don't have that extra.
I think I might have deleted it, but on live, but I can't remember when. Maybe if I did it,
maybe.
If I've done it since they sent that email, then maybe we need to ask them to send it again. But
Interesting. Okay, good. I will double check the dates there, and maybe we're already good there. Okay. Yeah, that's it for me. I am planning to wrapping up that Bend Press pull request today. I haven't had time, and that's it for me.
Okay. I addressed comments in the from the code review for the Printify shipping API, and I've addressed all those, so that's ready to review again or whatever. And then I don't really remember that too much what I did. That's a little bit of notes I took. But anyways, there's something back from Printify. I haven't looked at it yet. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with that. So I've got to see if there's anything else I need to do for Printify, and then if not, go look at my code reviews and stuff and see if I need to pick up something else. That's pretty much it for me.
Hey Chuck, sorry, before we move on from that,
Mhm.
I wanted to make sure I replied last week to a comment about DHL and fuel or Printify or whatever.
Yeah.
And so before we had kind of agreed to not go down DHL.
Oh,
and
that
then,
was.
Yeah.
Me and Chuck actually talked about that, but I was thinking the same way you were thinking, the way you replied, but we were wrong.
Oh, okay.
That's for when it doesn't go through their API.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if it were to come to us, let's see, if it were to go through our shipping and go DHL, then it's fine because it's just the manifesting is handled on our shipping platforms. We don't have to worry about that. But yeah,
Okay.
they just can't do their own. And they said they weren't doing that anyway. So yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Sounds good. So that's
Should
not
be
a
good
problem
there.
then.
Right.
I was thinking
Yeah.
the same thing you were though.
Okay. Like,
Like,
hold
Chuck,
on.
we got a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have
Okay.
been, yeah, that would be a problem. If, if they were going to start shipping on their own on DHL. But anyways,
Okay.
oh, Jessica, I have to talk to you about, because, anyways, I just got a reminder there's something I've got at my wife's surgery Wednesday, but keep forgetting to tell you about it. But,
Okay. Yeah. No worries.
okay.
We can talk about it after, or
Yeah.
get on the calendar.
I seem to every day like I'm going home. Oh yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do? Oh, right.
That's how
Yeah.
my brain works too.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for the reminder
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. So.
For me, I worked on pull request review on Friday for the Printify stuff with Chuck's. I think we got that into a good place. We were able to fix the weird master issue. So now it just shows his changes. So Sebastian, if you, I saw you got added to that. If you wanted to take another look, I think your request had been, or now it just shows what's different on the branch.
Yeah.
And then I was working on my side of the Printify stuff, trying to get their payload to work. Now I got it to work with their multiple PNG files that come in January through December, but the file processing stuff is broken, and I don't know. I probably will look into that. I'm not sure. I know Mario, you did a piece of that. I don't know if it goes back to you at that point. Now that you have a payload or an order you can work with, or how we want to handle that. I'm fine either way. And then so we got to figure that out. I got to get a couple tests.
Hey, hold on, Scotty. Sorry. Were you asking a question? Did you need an answer to something?
Yeah. So the file processing stuff, Mario, you originally worked on it, but you didn't have anything to go off of because they hadn't sent any payloads or anything. So it just looks like now that we have a payload we can go off of, there's some pieces that are missing in the processing, and I'm not sure if do you want me to just look at it? Do you want to
This
look
is
at it?
something Mario did, right? You were talking to Mario about it?
He started it, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember
Like-
that, Mario?
Sorry, I couldn't hear. For what? For what
Oh,
partner?
sorry. It was the Printify. The when you made it so we could download and do the guts 001 through whatever, and combine the PNGs into a PDF.
I see. Yeah, I remember.
But-
Now we have real data.
Mm-hmm.
I can take a look in maybe create a new story for that and assign to me. That is
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I can do that for sure. That'd be awesome. Because and I can get you an order in dev that is ready to be tested on and used with actual data. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got
Sorry about that. I just sounded like
Sorry.
you were asking a question and weren't getting an answer. And I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Well, I wasn't really sure if I was asking a question or not.
Just throwing it out there to the ether.
Yeah, I didn't know if anybody. I don't know.
Yeah.
it's Monday, you know.
Wondering if anyone was listening.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Margaret. It's
Yeah.
me. Or hello, God.
Yeah.
It's me. I don't know. It was something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I was listening. I just had. There's no way I could answer your question.
Fair enough. I gotta just double check. I think cutting planning. I want to look at that and see where we're at. I think it's ready to go. So just kind of do the final touches, review and that kind of stuff on that. Get that ready to go out soon here. And then I fixed an issue Friday on the report. What was that report? Sorry, the on-time report. It had a comparison between a date time and a daytime offset in the C# that caused it. So there was a bunch of late. It made it look like we were only 80-something% on time for chat books, but realistically we're 99.8% on time. So I got that fixed.
Kara contacted us and was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, help!"
Yeah, luckily she had the data that she took from the report at that time, which was a good indicator.
I'm worried that it's not right now, and here's the reason.
It's not.
100%.
It's not.
0.7.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not
alright.
deployed
Oh,
yet.
yeah,
So
It's not.
Yeah, I haven't deployed it yet.
Okay, that makes more sense. I'm off.
So-
This doesn't. But this would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. So basically, it's comparing a mountain time to UTC. So 6 to 7 hour lag. Is it right now 6 hours or 7? I don't remember. But it's one of those
6.
6 hour lag.
6, 7.
Exactly.
7.
So we got that in there to look at, and it added some stuff to the Claude MD so that not that we have many of these left, but it will just flag issues. I had to check the rest of the code base and the reports for this kind of thing, and it didn't find anything. So should be good there. And that's all from me essentially.
Okay. Just continuing getting ready I'm going to be doing a deploy today. Just a handful of internal things, including hopefully that one that Scotty did. I'm just reviewing it this morning actually already. So all set.
Okay. Before we get into the stand-up list, you can bring that up, but I'm going to share this before you do that, Rebecca. I just wanted to, just a couple things. I rolled this out to Tara last week, and something that she noticed that I do think, and these are like always the hardest things, is what do you say on these? But in the critical queue, these say the same thing, reprint late, due today, which I don't think they're the same thing, right?
Yeah, they are. Blue is metric 1. In this case, will be books, and light blue is metric 2, which is batches.
Ah, okay.
Right. So everything that is dark blue will be that metric 1, and light blue that
Right here. So this is books. So 2 books are late and 2
Right.
batches are late, right?
Right. Those are reprints, so probably are two batches with single item and single quantity, most likely.
Okay.
Because those are the same number.
Okay.
Yeah, the labels can get really long, so that's
Yeah,
why
I know.
I think we need to somehow rely on the colors slightly and show the labels where we can. But that was really a long label. Reprint late due today.
Yeah.
Takes
No,
forever.
you're right. And I always think that those are hard, and I would imagine they're even harder for you, just because of language. And I'm just trying to think if anybody knows or can think of a better way to say this. I don't know what it is. One of the things that I thought is that I don't know if I like REP as a reprint abbreviation, just because it seems a little too generic. And what about RPT? Does that seem more to me?
That's
No.
more repeat.
But could be representative. I always think
Yeah.
REP is representative. Right.
Okay. Yeah, I think we have another kind of abbreviation for reprint somewhere else. I don't remember. It was something like where we just take off the I.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
It's just
Why would you just do rep
Okay,
replace
I
it.
just looked it up.
REPR?
Do we have room for 4? This online it says the standard abbreviation is REPR, just like Scotty said.
okay? Yeah, for representative.
No,
for
for reprint.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why.
And I get-
So you're gonna have to all
I
shift
think
your
whatever
thinking.
Tara wants.
No.
I can
Yeah.
kick this back to her.
That's
and
the right
ask her what
answer.
she wants to say.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
hard thing for me because I know, like with technical groups, you guys look at this and your brains are like, this is stupid. I understand that.
No, it's not.
But
It's
to
not.
users,
It's something
it's
we've
not
battled
stupid.
forever, and
Yeah.
but we've gone to REP for reprints in the past, so that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, you have.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, if that's what the standard is, then nobody
But-
said anything to me. That was just me. So
But
If that's the
but
standard, that's fine.
if people still aren't getting it, then we need to find something else.
well, the one thing, all they said to me is that just that these say the same thing.
Sure.
And so
Yeah.
I don't. That's where I think we need to maybe, or it just needs to be explained that the colors. Maybe that'll be okay if I explain that to her, and then they'll get used to it. It just looks like when you look up here, they say the exact same thing. So you're, especially when they're both 2, then it gets a little more confusing.
Yep.
Is there a key at all for the different colors?
Yeah, it's right up above. Books,
Yeah, it's
dark
right
blue,
here.
batches,
Books and
light blue.
batches. So Sebastian's done that. It's just maybe she just I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I
I,
think
also
just
think it would be fair for me to
training
say, well,
them
what do
would
you
be
want
good.
it to say?
Yeah, I try to have all labels be just one line.
Look, I mean, it
But-
also shows over in the in-area one, it says books and batches, and upstream it says books and batches. So,
Right.
Yeah,
because
everywhere.
we don't have any other.
yeah.
Right. But it's different for the critical queue because we need to specify that those are reprints late due today.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're
So
either
we
late
can
or-
totally put the metric there as well because I try so hard to just keep one line, but it's
Yeah.
impossible. So
Yeah.
everything just slightly now takes more space, vertical room because of those 2 lines.
Yep.
And maybe it's just fine to have 2 lines.
Yeah.
I think once you pointed out the right above, it shows the books in the dark blue and the badges in the light blue. I think it's just going to click in their head. That's
Well,
what happened
I
with
think
me.
at
But
the end of the day, if she wants it to say something else, she can tell us
Yeah.
what she wants it to say. So I'm
We
going to
can
kick that
say-
back to her. I don't
we
care
can
what
do
it says.
BK and BA, but then we have to.
Yeah.
But then we have to probably create another abbreviation somewhere to map those, because
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll talk to her. That makes more sense. I apologize. I didn't realize that the colors were representing the books and batches, and now that I see it, it's clear. So maybe that's all I need to tell her.
Yeah, that applies also to the operator output.
Oh yeah. So right here.
Everywhere. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Excellent.
So because
Okay.
it's so hard to put a good header with keeping fonts big enough so that they can read it from a long distance and
And-
everything else.
we also have to consider that this is not very. This won't work for anybody that's has any sort of vision impairment. But I think
Yeah.
if we're safe at that level for a print shop, I just don't know. So we're just. I mean, when I saw that, I just disregarded that. I thought about it, but I was like, I don't think that we need to
Mm-hmm.
consider that here.
Yeah. Well, and if she wants
Yeah,
to say
it's-
something else, that's fine.
It's that, and
Yeah.
it's also left and right.
Yeah.
So it's the
Yep.
color plus left and right.
Yep.
And I didn't feel like having, I don't know, a yellow or something else. It would be too
Yep.
noisy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think that makes sense. So
Yep,
I think
sounds good.
I think we're good. And like I said, if she wants it to say something else, then she can tell us what she wants it to
Yep.
say, and we can put that in
Yep. We sure can.
there. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, guys. But that makes sense now. I understand. All right, Rebecca, do you want to bring up the list? I want to just make sure that we're focusing for the most part, and I think that we are on our Q4 things. I know, Sebastian, you said that you were working on getting out your PR, your first phase PR in the next day or so. So that's good. So my next question is, well, let's go through if anything else that came up, and then I don't know, Ryan, are we ready to start talking about the shelving changes that we want to make and start getting them into sprints? Or because I know that we were waiting for information on some, but some of them we had everything, and I just wanted to talk about that. just a
Sure,
little
we
bit.
can look at one of them.
Okay.
They're right there.
All right, do you have anything else before we get into that, Rebecca, that came up that you added in here?
No, I got an answer for, we got an answer from Tara for the snail mail. How they want that to run. She just wanted it to run, I made a note here. Tara no, was that what I
To use
wanted
white
to say?
gloves.
She
White
wants
glove.
it to use white glove. Interesting.
And run
Okay.
the EPS. So, yeah, that's where that one is. But that was all.
Okay, so does that have, is that just configuration that you can do? Rebecca, or is there,
No.
or is there work? Okay, so do we need to add this in? Are they waiting for this?
They are.
Okay.
They
I
have
don't.
sent stuff on dev, but
Why is this? This doesn't need any programming though. If we're just calling it.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, that-
well, there is the part of adding the white glove. We need to figure out how we're going to add the white glove finishing to the batch. So there is some stuff that needs to be done there. It's finishing to the order item,
oh, thank you. Yeah.
and then that should then transfer to the batch at batch time. We just need to. We'll need to do some tests. And then we need to make sure that it has the right process map. I don't know where the white glove basic invite cards go. If it's just a card fulfillment, or I'm not sure.
Right.
So we need to make sure that these will do the same. These will go the same steps,
Yeah.
and that'll be more of a configuration end on your end, Rebecca. You can
Yeah.
look at those.
I think I looked at Basic Invite. I don't know if it's all their cards that run White Glove. I was looking at, or not cards, envelopes. I was looking at some of them and they had just the normal process maps on them. So I don't know. Maybe if somebody could give me the actual product that runs White Glove for Basic Invite,
There's
I can
not.
look.
There's not a special product. They all go
Yeah.
through the same product. So it's just one product.
Oh,
so-
okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. Did we want to do story points size on this?
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
need to discuss what we're going to do, though. Is this? I think this needs to be something that's somewhere global, so that if the ship method is stamp fulfillment or white glove, it automatically puts that finishing step on the order item,
Mhm.
or maybe we just do it for stamp fulfillment and leave the white glove one being handled by Basic Invite in their importer alone. There's some questions here. I'm not sure what we do. So if we have no
That makes
answers, then
sense.
somebody's got to investigate it. So this is not
Yeah.
ready for sprint.
Okay, so let's make this an investigation story on how, and how to do it, right? You're just saying to make it global so that we can add it in the future if anybody else wants it, right?
Yeah, which we know somebody's already talking about it, so we
Yeah.
might as well do that now.
And then the question is just how to make the white glove service globally accessible, I guess. I don't know, or what the right wording is. That works.
So when Tara says that she wants to use white glove, that she's referring only to the banner page, right?
Yeah, she wants so she doesn't
Say
what
white
she
glove.
doesn't. She doesn't want to teach her team something else, so she has to look for white glove or stamp fulfillment.
Exactly.
So since they're used to white glove, she wants to continue using that, even though that's Basic Invite's term. So
Exactly.
we will do as she wants. But
Yeah,
we
I
can
mean,
call
but
it something
from
different on our end.
exactly from the code perspective, everything will be
Something like stamp
that
fulfillment.
stamp fulfillment, except when we go and render the banner page will say white glove always.
Right.
But when you say that that's basic invites term, I feel like that's a pretty generic term. I hear the phrase white glove meaning
Where do you hear it?
Well, I hear it like when they say, okay, I want to order a refrigerator. Do you want white glove service, which is to
That's
bring
high
it in the
touch.
house? And
Yeah.
well, they call it white glove is what
Sure.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so
no, they do.
I'm just curious if there's anything in our code that distinguishes that as basic invite uniquely.
It's only Basic Invite's the only one that's ever been it, and it's
That
all
has
over their
used
website. So, but you're right. I mean, we could also just disregard it. This was after talking about it with Jamie. That's the way she wanted to do it. But we could go back to her and say, hey, what if we just call it white glove? Is that a problem? I don't have a problem with that either.
Oh, so it came up. Okay, so Jamie had brought that. Okay, I was just curious.
I
there was-
went over to talk to her and I said, hey, it looks like we're going to be doing this. Do we want to call it white glove or do we want to call it something else that's not Basic Invite's name? And she said, let's do something different. Now, if Tara now wants to use white glove, then maybe we just do that.
Okay. All right, I'll follow up on that then.
It's
I can
just
talk
a
to
naming
them about
thing.
that.
So yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
okay.
we want, whatever they want to do, we can do. I don't care.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I was just curious about it. I didn't know. Anyways.
That's all the whole story. Yep.
So
Yeah.
wait, but it's
Okay.
not just a naming thing because if then we normalize white glove for everyone, we don't even need a separate shipping method.
Correct. We don't. We can drop that and we can
And
use the white glove.
ideally, that's
shipping
what
method.
we would want to use, right? Universally.
I don't care.
But I mean, is that better for our code base to only have one thing, or is it not better? Would it be better to keep them separate? I'm just asking. Like, I'm happy to try to force it this way if it's beneficial
Yeah.
to us. But
I don't
maybe
think we care anyway. I don't think
Okay.
we care.
sounds good. So I'll find that part out if we can do that, and then probably have to leave that on hold until we find out exactly what we're gonna do, and then once we do that, then we can assign the investigation
Just
story to
figure
figure out
out how
what
we're gonna do it. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I saved that. Hey, that's nice.
I guess one thing to consider is that if you're talking about a white glove being a high touch, we can have other things be white glove also. And so stamp fulfillment is the better name for it because that describes what we're doing.
Yeah.
White
Fine.
glove could mean anything. I mean, it could be royalty
kinda,
QA
yeah.
could be a white glove. I mean,
Sure.
so in that case, we would make the argument we're not going to use white glove anymore, and we're going to use stamp fulfillment for. But again, that's more of a that's above my pay grade.
Yeah. No.
I don't know what they wanna call it.
actually, I agree, and it seems like almost certainly that's going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
I'll bring that up, and maybe we want to just trade them all. But I don't know. Does basic invites? Does the end customer get something that says white glove? Is that why they want it, or is that just how we've been managing?
It's just
internally?
what Basic Invite called it at the beginning, and that's the term we internalized and we've been using for
Got it.
years.
Okay. All right. I'll find that part out, and then once we get that, we can decide how we want to do that. Okay.
I just remembered something. One other thing that came up was for creating the partner for Cloud Printer Passbook. We heard from Chase,
You can
he
click on
actually
that.
wants, oh yeah, I added a
It's
note.
now.
He's requested Passbook have separate API
Oh
keys.
yeah, no, it's
So-
yeah. So I already updated. Just go up.
Oh,
I've already updated the thing, so we don't.
Oh, cool.
just all the way to the very top. TLDR, split Passbook off Cloud Printer, which I already did, and we did that. So everything should be all set. I think there's only one change that needs. Actually, I don't think we have any changes that are needed. Now, in fact, I think we can. I may review it. I thought that there was one last piece that we needed, but I updated it based on that,
Oh, awesome.
and I already started updating the partner. So the Cloud Printer Passbook partner is configured. I think the only thing we need to clarify is the callbacks.
So have
Yeah,
you
they
been
need to give
working?
us an API key. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. It sounds like you've been doing a lot of work on this. Is this still a story then? Is there
Not
still...
really. It was just, it started as a story, but because we weren't going to have them, and now we are, so we're doing that, and yeah, I think all we need is just the API key for them for the callbacks, and so we can delete this as a story. We don't need it. It's all
Okay.
done.
So they're not using the same endpoint?
They're using the same endpoint, yes.
And how are you splitting then the...
Oh, that's the one thing we need. Sorry, keep that. We do
Huh.
need to make the API change because the API key is hard coded, and that's the very top one. So we just need to make it. So the Cloud Printer API endpoint does not use the. It hard codes the value to the wholesale partner, and it says if the API key doesn't match, then switch it. So we just need to make it work there. Yep, there you go. Three code changes: partner constant, child key lookup, and Cloud Printer order controller. Some tests, and then do some. Yeah, that should work out great.
Okay, so we can take this off stand up then and put it in. Is it still a medium story? Or I guess we can just leave that.
Small.
Yeah.
Not having to do it off of the consignee is simplifies things a lot for us.
Good.
Perfect, thank you. Any other questions on this? Okay, did we want to talk about one of these?
Yeah. What one
Which
do you want to
one?
start with, Ryan? Do you have
I
a
don't know.
preference? Or
I've got to remind myself what they are. So it's been 2 weeks.
Here's one.
Maybe a week and a half is all.
Actually, this is two.
6 and 12. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we kind of talked about this on Friday just to try to consider. I don't think we really know how we're going to do this one yet.
singles versus multiples batch accuracy, direct routing to packaging S plus.
That's
But
the
it's
one
not.
where they
It's
want-
not S plus. It's B, right?
Right. She said it was S plus, but it's not.
So change that S plus and that right there to B, because she had said, you're right. She'd said
Yeah.
S plus.
Yeah, we don't know how we're going to do this one yet. So
Back.
we can.
Well,
anybody
hold
got
on.
some brilliant.
Yeah, I was just wondering, is this like an investigation? Like we need to put some ideas on how to do these things, or?
This all comes to the point where we talked about on Friday that we need to find a way to batch B's separate from M's. So
And then the other part of it is to keep multis and singles, because I think we were managing it by the volume batcher or something, right?
yeah, she did. She does want that also, but
Or is that a different story?
it's all part of this story. But the sticky point is the B's fixing that.
Yeah.
So it's all in this story. It's all trying to figure out how to fix the batch compositions.
So is this something that we want to call an investigation and have somebody spend a few hours thinking through how we might do this? Or do we want to leave
think
it
it's
here?
I think it's also, we should figure out, I mean, Dan's talked about making some batching changes. We need to see if this is something that he's already planning on, or I don't know. I don't know where we're going to go with that. Anyway, that's why I brought it up on Friday, to have somebody think about it. But yeah, this does need some more. We've got to, we don't know how we're going to do this still.
Okay, so put an investigation tab on that, and then we can move it in and just add it as a small. And we got to still figure out how we're gonna do this. So
I don't think we put a size on this while we're investigating.
okay. Fair enough.
Oh, no, that was hard for some reason. Okay.
Mixed batch analysis, let me see. Volume-based hardcover batch, that's no longer grouped by spine size. Okay, I do remember this one. When we built the volume-based batcher, we added a restriction so that in order for it to be considered a volume-based batch, then it is all hardcover books at the same spine size. So because of that, that's prohibiting Wonderbly and historic newspapers from getting very many volume-based batches, because their spines are so fragmented. So she is okay with us dropping that requirement. She doesn't care that a volume-based batch has everything in the same spine.
Okay.
So I don't
General
know
rule.
why we did it, but she said we can go ahead and change that. So
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, let's see, volume-based hardcover batch no longer grouped by spine size. Volume-based hardcover batch may contain multiple spine sizes. Items are still sorted by spine size within the batch for bindings. Flight binds stay together in the stack. Batch grid and dashboard multi-single splitting and volume-based runs unchanged. Non-volume batching unchanged. Required tests. Yep. That should take care of this one. Any questions?
So yeah, if it is just that, it's an extra small,
I think so. Yeah.
right?
Because we
With-
just removed
Most of the work went into really trying to figure out why we were doing it and and if that's going to fix our problem or not. And so that information's all there. But yeah, it's pretty small.
yeah, it's just undoing the spine size limitation.
Extra small and yeah, but with a possibly huge impact on their side.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Extra small code, extra large problem.
So if that's the case, then I would say that we probably want to do this as soon as possible so we can
Oh,
Um,
that's good.
Sure.
find out if it's gonna blow up or not. So
That's good.
even if somebody has a few minutes that says it's an extra small and just wants to knock this out today, and then we can maybe look at it for release tomorrow or the next day or something, and get it out early this week and see what happens. What is the SKU design for Lulu? Is that something that we need to talk about?
It changes.
This is for next year, Sebastian. I added his notes from. He took a look at this. They want us, starting early next year, they want to change
Oh.
their SKUs. And I included their spreadsheet
Yeah.
that shows the new
They're
SKUs.
changing, to a new format where they are adding periods in the SKU in a consistent way. So it's really easy for us to change all their SKUs at once with a SQL script, and also have the importer allow for both versions of the SKU.
Let's
So
take
that the
let's see. Let's take a look at that sheet.
yeah.
Well,
They have way more than we actually have.
Ooh, wow.
it's
So, yeah,
over
this is a CSV.
6,000.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So we can just remove the period or
No,
remove
add the period. We need to add the period to the SKU
No, yeah, sure. But then we
And
remove
remove-
it on import, or, well,
in both sides. Yeah. In both sides of the comparison. For a while until they do the switch.
until they make the switch over, and then we can, yeah, so we could even just have, because we already have the ability to take an alternate SKU option
Mhm.
at the time when we're doing the lookup, so we would, yeah, that makes sense.
Is this something that
Uh,
we could, is this generic enough of a project that something that we could have Nicholas take a stab at when he comes?
That's good for Nicholas. I think
Yep.
it will be just for Lulu. It's not generic. And we have plenty of time because
Yeah.
this can totally be done in a few hours. And
Yeah, I'm just
For a few
trying to
days.
keep my mind open, like watching for stuff like that we could have him cut his teeth on. So if you guys could do the same, but yeah, I think this would be a good one we could discuss next week with him, and he could play with it a little bit while he's getting brought up to speed on everything. Okay. And then the nanogram one you still have in there, is that just in your court, Rebecca?
No. We discussed this, I think. Did we need someone to update the story? Is that what this one was waiting on? To have, because we said we wanted to move Nanogram into the
I'm still
CPS
working on that
workflow.
story. I'm still
Okay.
working on understanding that process, so it's still.
Okay. We'll
needs
leave that
work.
one now. We'll leave that one alone for a minute. Okay. All right.
And I think on this one, we needed to discuss it with Dan, because there is a Dan sync.
Additions
Yeah.
to the way amended. Okay. I think that's probably good for today then. We'll go through I want to go through the initiative list and go through it, and then a couple other things you need to follow up on. So unless anybody else has anything else for the team today, I think we can call it there.
Yeah, quick note for you, Rebecca. So
Yeah.
that envelope should work now.
Oh, awesome.
So they can try again, and the workflow that's been set up for that is wrong. So Minted has its own pick and pack workflow. So you may want to change that to be a 50 instead of a 16.
Yes, thank you.
And yeah,
Okay, and that was just the new, okay, yes. It should be, you said 5-0?
and what's more, we already have orders. So when you fix that, the order started coming in. So
Ah, there we
that's the
go.
proof.
Yeah, so for the orders that have come in, should I re-enqueue for them to go?
No, because
No, because they're already in the,
they have their queue, and we go and pull from their queue. So we can probably make sure that that specific integration key is in, right? The one of the payload that is shared, which maybe it's already there. We could double check that and should be fine. Integration key. Yeah, no, they need to requeue on their side.
I'll do that. It gives me the option.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. That's done.
Okay. All right, anything else? I think you guys already talked about this. I just want to make sure I understood. Ryan, you said the PR that you were looking at, that Scotty had done, that is for the time offset for the reprint stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. All right, sounds good. Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.